Hello students, I am here for presenting the topic of bipolar IC technology. In bipolar IC technology, it is widely used for high speed operation. In this technology, the transit time is determined by the base width of the bipolar devices. The base width is not determined by the lithography but by the difference between two impurity diffusion profiles. So, bipolar IC technology is having fabrication process sequence. So, features of BiCMOS sequence. Before going on sequences, I want to tell you some brief introduction of sequences. Consider the black and well CMOS structure as you are watching in this diagram. The NMOS device is typically built in a 5 to 15 meter thick, a p-type epitaxial layer on a p plus substrate, while the PMOS device is built in the implant and well region. The P plus reduces the latch-up probabilities by introducing a low resistance path in a particular PNP devices. Now, in principle, a BiCMOS structure could have been formed by merely adding an NPN transistor to the N-well structure, as shown in this diagram. Now, now the A BiCMOS process sequence. Initial wafer, initial wafer, initial wafer. In initial wafer chosen for BiCMOS would typically be a P substrate. After the initial wafer, we are having buried N plus layer. The steps consist of initially applying the photoresist and pre-baking as required, exposing and developing it through the mask. Now, third point, P plus buried layer. A similar process sequence as for twin tub definitions is followed to define the P plus buried layer. Now, epi layer. Next, a 1.5 micrometer epitaxial layer is grown. Now, fifth, N-well and P-well. The nitride is now etched using the N-well mask. The arsenic implant is carried out and a thick oxide is grown. Sixth, tank drive. Next, a drive in diffusion oxidation step is done. This achieves several objectives. Now, seventh, active region formation. All oxide is removed from the surface and a thin pad oxide is formed and capped by a poly layer and then a thick deposited nitride. Now, deep collector implants and base formation. Deep collector implants and base formation. Mask is now in this process. The mask is now used to cover the remaining area with PR and deep N-type implant is done. This permits a contact to mate the underlying buried collector region. Now we are having gate oxidation. Gate oxidation, the active region of most devices are now to be defined. Now afterwards we are having LDD structure formation. The deposited poly layer is patterned and an initial phosphorus implant is done. The N plus implant. The N plus implant is now done after suitable patterning. 12th, the P plus implant. The selective P plus implant which follows serves to define the source drain regions of the PMOS transistor formation in the N wells. 13. Contact opening and metallization. Completes the FEOL process for the BiCMOS process. Suitable planarization steps may be added as required. Special consideration for bipolar IC. The buried layer and epitaxial layer. The buried layer sheet resistance should be as low as possible to reduce the collector resistance of the transistor. This requires the buried layer to be heavily doped. Base formation. The total integrated change in the active base is called Gummel number. This Gummel number determines the gain of transistor for a given emitter structure. The lower the Gummel number, the higher the current gain. Emitter formation. The emitter must be as heavily doped as possible to maximize the current gain and minimize emitter resistance. Thank you.